only see it on TV, but women that go through it where they were so solely dependent on that man and his income, and something happened. Either he just up and left and said, I'm tired of you. I don't want to be with you no more. Or he don't died and she's lost. Right. Because she don't know what to do. She ain't got no skills. She don't got no nothing. She only thing she know how to do is hang out with her. The other wives that sit at home all day and drink wine, that's all they know how to do. Right. I don't know what that was.
That was his phone. But see, that's the thing. Like, if we depend on our men for everything, like, nobody's promised tomorrow. I sit back and I have these crazy dreams. And he'll tell you these crazy dreams. Like, I'm scared I'm going to lose my husband. But that he's not guaranteed tomorrow. But I still got to take care of these kids. You know what I'm saying? I have a big support system. My support system is awesome. But the biggest support system I have is him. So if something happened to him, yeah, I'm going to be lost for that 2 seconds. But then I realize, hey, I got a full-time job. So I got to still pay for this. I got this, that, and the third. Because I am a woman who goes out here and works. I am his partner. I'm his partner in everything. Partner in crime, partner in life. So we might not always see eye to eye, but we know. Like, he know I have his back, he has mine.
Right. Okay. And this is a question for both of y'all. And this is something that I know I had when I first started, when I first got married or whatever. But how major is God in y'all's marriage? Like,
God is number one.
Okay.
Like, the way I see it, it is God, my husband, and my kids. And I know that's like old school to some women.
Right.
But
yes.
Yeah. So
yes, you got woo.
Because see, God, He gonna provide my every need, and He's gonna make way for my husband to provide for them kids. So it's like, you have to have God first. Yeah. And anytime he falls to his knees and pray, I get quiet and I say, God, whatever this man is asking you for, I'm going to touch and agree with him. So, in my opinion, God is He is so important. And we are a living testament that if you believe in God and you trust in Him, He will make a way.
All right. Sorry?
I say the same thing as she said. You got to put God first before anything.
Okay.
So, without God, how could you succeed?
Yeah. It's pretty much going into a blind.
Yeah. You got to look around. God bless you with kids. God bless you with your job. That's all God. That ain't nothing that any person is doing.
Right.
God give you your blessing. You bless your family. You do and provide for your family. So God is the most biggest success in your marriage. If you don't got God in your marriage, if you ain't got God in your marriage or life, then you pretty lost. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be lost if you ain't lost yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Okay. And I'm glad that y'all brought that up because, Bri, for a fact, we got some women out here that is like, hey, putting no man before my kids and this, that. And I'm like, oh, God, come on.
Without that man, you wouldn't have those kids. And don't get me wrong. I can understand. Say, for instance, you get divorced and you're meeting this new guy. You don't feel like, oh, I'm going to put him before my kids. But see, you got to ask yourself, why would I be with somebody who ain't going to love my kids like they are their own?
Yep.
So, I get that. But my kids, they're with Jarvis. We didn't have our first one until after our marriage. And if something was to happen, and I pray to God it doesn't because I love this man, but if something was to happen, y'all would probably still have that mentality oh, I ain't gonna put no man before my kids. But I'm a firm believer in God will send you who you need to be with.
Yep. And see, and my thing is with that whole, I'm not putting a man before my kids. If you trusted this man and loved this man enough to marry him, you should know the order that the order is supposed to be. God spouse, kids. Without that spouse, y'all are not able to make sure them kids are straight. Y'all are a team when it comes down to those kids. Regardless of what happens, oh, well, my man ain't getting no play before my kids, this, that. No one said that. No one said that's the order you have to. But the thing is, when your kids get old enough to a point where they leave the nest, who's left?
My husband. That's who, like,
your kids are going to cling or cleave onto whatever husband God provides, whatever wife God provides them. They're going to leave you. They're going to go out and start the family of their own and do whatever. And your husband, your wife, y'all are left together. So you don't put your kid every time. You don't put your kids before your husband and your wife. This entire time that these kids don't been in the house, you ain't gonna know what to do.
No, that's the reason why most people get divorced after the kids leave, because we have nothing in common. All we had was the kids. It's crazy because I see a lot of people who do that. And only the strongest couples realize that I have to pay attention to my partner. Before the kids came, it was just me and him.
Yep.
So, and we love our kids. If you are anywhere around us, we love our kids. Our kids, they have a beautiful life.
Right.
But when they leave us, I don't want to be sitting on the couch or in the bedroom and he's sitting there watching TV. Well, what you want for dinner? Like, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to eat without you. Like, I want to keep that relationship with my husband after the kids leave because I want to be that example for them when they get into their marriage. My mom always made sure she had my daddy's back and vice versa. And I think they see that. They see that mommy and daddy, they might have a little crazy arguments or they be talking crazy because our marriage is playful. Everybody know that. But I love my husband and I know my husband loves me. And when our kids grow older and they leave, I know that we're still going to have a connection.
Right. And see, the thing is, when it comes out of that, like you said, setting that example. Because as long as you guys have a boy and a girl. So, Daddy, you're teaching your daughter exactly what she wants to look for when she goes out here. Or better yet, not even look for, but the quality she sees when a guy approaches her to try to even court her. I want a man just like my daddy. Mm-hmm. He made sure mommy was straight. He made sure my brother was straight. He made sure the house was straight. Mm-hmm. He showed me that mommy and daddy, they might get into an argument, but he still loved her. He didn't go out and do God knows what with having 2 and 3 other families out here. He didn't do none of that. That's the example you're setting for her. Same thing with you. The example you're setting for your son. I want a woman. I want to look for the same qualities that my mom showed my dad in the woman that I'm trying to pursue. And that goes for me as well. You can't teach a woman how to be a woman. That's why you got her. Just like she can't teach Junior how to be a man. That's what she has you for. No, I'm not with my kids. No, I'm not with my kids' mom. We co-parent. But the next woman that I do get with, I want them to be able to show my kids, I love your dad. He's everything to me. I'm going to make sure that y'all are going to be straight. And I love y'all for that. I love that y'all were able to work through every problem instead of saying, you know what, the hell with it. Let's go our ways.
I'm never going to say that never came up, but you know what? The one thing about us, and it's crazy, is as crazy as our arguments could get in the past, the people that we are today, we have grown. Like, we really have. But I do know that I don't want to be with anybody else but this man. I don't want to grow old with nobody else but this man. And if I can't see him every day, I lose it. Because I fell in love with him before there was kids or, the struggle. And the craziest thing is I told him, I want to grow old with you. I didn't want to date anybody way older than me. I want to grow old with him succeed, fail together, do all that stuff together.
So, you got anything to add, bro?
Say the same thing. I mean, I don't want to be with nobody else. I mean, we done had our crazy arguments. I done thought about divorce and separations and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I love my wife. So I mean, I might say some crazy shit sometimes, but hey, that's just life, man. It's just me. It's just a person just being hot-headed and arguments and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I love my wife.
Right. And see, you know, and the same thing I explained to her is that if it had been anybody else, I probably wouldn't even be this close to y'all the way I am. Because I see that y'all are equally yoked. Yeah, like you said, y'all go through y'all crazy moments. But y'all always find a way to come back and make things right. And I want y'all to continue that. As long as y'all keep it down in there, it's going to continue to keep being that way. I want us to be able to sit in, I might not be this house. It might be a different house. Hell, it might be my house.
Look, honey, we going to be in this house. With
you.
We're going to be in it.
I want us to be able to sit back and think about this moment that we're having now and be like, y'all remember when we did that podcast back in the day and we talked about this and see how much that we all have grown.
And then come back to it and be like, okay, I said this then, but let me go and let me
clarify it now. But yeah, so
I got something to add.
Go ahead.
Because you said, you know, us being an example. If you pay attention, Junior doesn't say Braylon. He says honey. It's because we did honey. That's all we say to each other. Honey, what time you get off of work? Honey, what do you want to eat? That's all we say to each other. So our son picked up on honey and called his sister honey.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And now, like, he doesn't say Braylon. It's honey won't let me play with this. Okay, well, honey, let him play with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And I mean, a lot of people make fun of it, but that's just because, I mean, we might not always speak the same love language, but we know how to love each other. Mm-hmm. And I try to talk to him nice. I'm the goofy one. He the one just like, leave me alone. Let me watch my TV. So,
man, we ain't spending that TV together. Right. But thank y'all. Because, like I said, regardless, I'm the older brother. Y'all still set the example for me, and I'm glad that y'all can do that.
But you set an example for us, though. So you did.
But thank y'all for coming on. I will get back y'all. I will get y'all back on the show again because we got to do this again. It might not be this topic. It might be something crazy. Mm-hmm. I got to do a crazy topic with y'all because I got a feeling. I got a feeling with y'all. Just y'all off the chain for real. Because I really sit back and I just listen to y'all. I'm like,
yeah. Everybody think we need a reality show because this household is lit all the time.
Man.
Yeah.
Jarvis, Bri, thank y'all for coming on the show, guys.
Thank you.
I'm grateful that I'm able to interview these couples just to get some insight so you guys can get some insight in that maybe it can help somebody out somewhere down the line. But that's my time. That's my show. You guys follow me on Instagram at Real Unscripted. Follow me on Twitter on Unscripted Real, Facebook, and any of the podcast platforms that you guys listen to. Until later on this evening when I do my Soulful Sundays, you guys tune in, subscribe. If it ain't real, it ain't unscripted. Peace.